What an intro. We're here finally after months of inactivity.
Yeah. Yeah,
Alright.
pretty much.
Same as usual, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Cubecast. We are your hosts, Zombie.
And salty.
And as you can see, we've missed quite a lot, but we've been up to date with it, sort of. So, you know, it's been a while into this, but yeah, 1.19 has been released, along with some other things like the 10th anniversary that's been released finally after quite a long time.
Java Ranks finally got re-released.
Yeah,
Uh,
and the Lucky Island games update. That's a new one.
and there's
That's
already
just
going to be
getting.
another update that's apparently in testing, but we'll get onto that.
So let's address the 1.19 update. So everything has basically just changed.
To
So
1.19.
yeah, well, 1.19, or should we say 1.20?
Yeah,
But
it's basically 1.20, but they just labeled it 1.19 because at the time it was going to be the latest version.
yeah,
And then Minecraft, they took a bit longer, so Minecraft actually updated to 1.19 before they even updated. So, yeah, it's sort of 1.19, 1.20, and it totally went
so
fine.
so yeah, everything has changed. Especially Egg Wars. I mean, that's where a lot of feedback's been placed onto Egg Wars.
Just a
Everything
bit of
else,
feedback, not
a
too
bit of
much.
feed. Yeah, definitely. We'll address Egg Wars in a minute. But all the other games they've basically stayed the same. Well, Parkour took a long time to get re-released, but that's been back in order.
It's still buggy. It's still
Yeah,
really buggy. It's hilarious.
the bugs are still there, but so a lot of the maps have changed. A lot of the lobby, the main lobby's been changed. The the Egg Wars, all the other lobbies as well, they've been changed, including Sky Wars.
Skyward's
Whoever's
got a whole
Sky Wars
brand new
lobby.
lobby.
Not gonna lie, the new Sky Wars lobby looks so gorgeous. It's a lot more open,
Yeah,
rather than the other lobby. It just felt too enclosed in a space. I mean, don't get me wrong, there was a lot of room, and you wanted to only focus on playing the game, but there was just not a lot of happening in that lobby. There was like everything else you had to do was on the side, but it's a lot more bigger. There's a lot more to explore, and that's what I love about it. The Egg Wars lobby hasn't really changed except for all the blocks in it. There's no really big difference there.
just got
Uh,
emo-fied.
what? Emo fight? What?
Emo-fied. That's what
Oh,
people have been calling it.
okay. That's what the community likes to refer to. Um, survival games hasn't changed.
No, I guess Lobby got a tiny update. A couple blocks.
What update?
The survival games lobby that got a couple
Oh,
blocks.
yeah, I got one block. One block only got changed onto it. Lucky Islands. I don't know whether that's going to be completely changed yet, but there's only been an update on it since Wednesday,
There's
so we haven't
been
got a full.
technically there's been two updates to Lucky Islands with a third on the way. The original 1.19 one, the recent one that they did, and the other one that they got in testing on Notion at the moment because apparently they ran out of time, or I don't even know why they're doing another one already in testing when they probably should have just waited till it was all ready and then put it all out in one. But
Yeah,
they're doing all right. Revamped
yeah,
the whole rank, made it look nicer, put more effort
yeah,
into it.
yeah. Along with 1.19, there's been the summer update. Not a lot has happened on the summer update.
There wasn't really a summer event this year either.
No, not really. There wasn't. But people that did buy some of the ranks, they did get what was it? It was a kill effect, and to be honest, the kill effect looks really good. It's very good
It was the dust.
because
It was like dusted or faded, whatever it was. I don't know.
yeah, it was
Let
dusted,
me
but
have, let me
yeah,
have a
dusted.
look.
That's what it probably was. Because the one thing I love about QCraft is the kill effects, especially the icicle one and the lava one. I think the lava one's still unbugged. I'm not too sure.
Probably.
I think it is. Like it still plays the same sound effect twice. I don't know whether it does, but I'll have to check that out.
Mm.
And it's not just 1.19 update that's got well, yeah.
we are so
There's
we are so not used to doing this. You can
I mean,
tell.
so I know we're not so not used to doing this, but we're not going to talk about the feedback of the 1.19 update because
We'll probably get
Yeah,
banned if we did that.
we probably would,
Keep up Discord
especially Egg
forums.
Wars.
Yeah, if we say any negative
So,
feedback about Egg Wars, we will get banned. So we will avoid
alright,
talking about how bad the update was.
let me just talk about the changes. So with Egg Wars, so they've completely revamped the whole buying shop idea. So basically, it's going to take longer to do the games. So back then, I was averaging about 3 minute games. All right, that's fine. I'm not the best, you know. Unlike speedrunners who probably get about 2 to 1 minute, but I was averaging about 3 minutes. I'm now averaging probably about, let's say, like five, probably not five, 7 minutes each game. So it's now longer to do each game. Well, it's just funky how it's just strange now that you can just get iron armor instantly
Hmm.
because they've changed all the prices, but it depends on what game mode it is, like hardcore, normal, and overpowered. Overpowered's been changed the most. I'm not too sure about
Hardcore is actually
hardcore.
quite fun now since it's all PvP.
Hardcore is hardcore, and if you want a proper game mode, if you want a proper taste of how difficult it is with Egg Wars, then go hardcore mode. Trust me, it's good. But overpowered and normal, they've just been completely changed, and a lot of the community, you know, they're not used to the change, and they're not entirely approving of it. I'm not gonna give full feedback on it, but I'm just gonna say some people have approved it, some haven't. But to be honest, it's not all that bad.
Hmm.
I think I think we did discuss this I think we might have actually. I'm not entirely.
Last episode we talked about it being in beta, the
Oh yeah,
1.19
beta.
update being
Yeah,
in
yeah,
beta,
yeah.
but that's all we really covered.
Yeah, it was beta.
That beta
But,
was a bit funny.
yeah, beta had its perks.
The one issue I had with there was some on their release. What they did is they literally copied the test server that they had onto Bedrock. So the test server was Java, so they ported Java basically straight to Bedrock, which was the reason why a lot of bugs happened. Is because it's just
But
not
then
the
again,
same.
it's a beta testing server. Of course, there's going to be loads of bugs
Yeah,
there.
and then there was still. I remember the day before testing, I was like, okay, there's still this many bugs. I wonder when this. They didn't even tell us it was going to be released. I think they even said there'll be one more test before we go public. It just went public straight away, and then the next day they were like, "Oh, we'll do some testing, live testing on the whole
Well,
server." It's like,
I can
okay,
understand why they've done that because if they completely release the thing and get it out, and then start seeing where the issue. I mean, don't get me wrong, they've been updating a lot. I mean,
they did a
they the
lot of
first
bug
thing
fixes.
well, especially on Java, the first thing they did was sort Java out because you know it's Java, it's all coding based, simple. But with Bedrock, they took a bit longer to get the bugs fixed on there, but they still got the bugs fixed. Still quite a lot of bugs. If I can go on Discord here, I've gone to the Qcraft servers. Where's changelog? So not only has it been Austin's been changing a lot. Oh yeah, oh here's one thing. Oh, I didn't see this.
Hmm.
They've disabled slash message slash f list. Okay.
No, so
Um,
what slash message is messaging anyone. I didn't realize slash message was a thing. I thought it was just F message still exists.
yeah, they've removed the slash. They've removed the maps from slash f list, but it's only temporary. I don't know why they've done that, but
Yeah, it's
um,
because they're just I don't know why they're probably testing something with it,
yeah, you can message me.
or there was a bug with it. Or
Yeah,
SF was being targeted from it, and that's why they disabled it. I love how that was literally it was my suggestion, and now my entire suggestion just got removed. So first off, it got removed by a bug telling you what lobby number you're in, and now it just doesn't tell you what lobby or what server region you're in. It just says what game mode. It's like, oh well, that's great. That whole suggestion is just gone. One of my only ever like implemented suggestions, and it's all gone. Anyways, what are you saying?
yeah. I'm just going. It looks like they did a stats reset. I mean, I don't play parkour, so that doesn't
They
really
did a
bother
stat
me.
reset on some of the maps, but it's
Only some of the maps. Yeah. I don't know why did they do it. At one point, a bug was introduced which made stats count for maps which are unlocked only with the parkour rank. This made leaderboards unfair and created a situation where non-ranked players could never reach the top. We fixed the stats issue and are currently removing all stats from the following maps. But you can still recover the stats. If you see any issues issues related to stats, leaderboard for parkour and Bedrock, make a ticket and hashtag it. We have backups. Don't worry. But of course, you'd have backups.
I'd hope they have
Yeah.
backups.
they've fixed a lot of Lucky Island. They've done a lot of Lucky Islands. So a lot. They've only not only have been fixing Java, not Java, but they've done a lot of Bedrock. Improved game performance of the game Block Wars Giga. That's what they did there. Improved general performance of the game Skyblock. So they've improved some performances. Fixed Witch Cauldron being invisible global. Yeah, there's parkour, egg wars, fix here, fix being able to murder shop skins. Um,
Yeah,
that's kind of concerning. They say fix that. Then yeah, the Java ranked revamp status update. So anything here? So after the rank merge, will I keep my rank permanently? So ranks before the revamp are being called legacy. Yes, if your rank has been upgraded or changed, or if you're in the same as before, it will be permanent. If you get a subscription, then it expires. You will keep your legacy rank.
I have a funny story about subscription ranks. So
Of course, you do.
I messaged Cubecast support saying, "Can you refund subscription ranks?" Just a general question. Hazard then comes back and says, "What's your transaction ID?" I then, because I had a rank, I then sent it, and he then refunded my rank, which, I mean, yeah, it technically answered my question, but it wasn't even what I wanted. It's not even what I wanted to happen.
He just went
refunded
along
my.
and
He just
refunded the rank
refunded my
without you even
rank.
asking for it.
He just did so. I think he misinterpreted what I wanted to, what I said.
What
But
was the question?
I asked him, "Can you refund subscription ranks?" Not my
I think the
subscription
I think
rank.
the I think the answer was yes.
Yeah, I figured that out now. I've got my. To be fair, I was probably going to refund it anyway. He just saved me like a week or so. But the
Yeah.
fact how he just refunded it, just I didn't even want him to. How's it if you're listening to this? Yeah, I didn't actually want it refunded yet, but
Well, it's too
you've
late
done
now. I've
it. Yeah,
already
it's too
responded.
late now.
But I mean, I don't like subscription-based ranks. I think it's ridiculous and pointless. Permanent ranks are better, to be honest.
Yeah, just so they get
Right.
money. To be fair.
Yeah, because it's again because people don't necessarily like subscription ranks. If you have a rank where it's just permanent, then people are going to buy it no matter what. Like, I don't want to use other servers' ranks as examples because I don't think I'm supposed to on here. But you know,
Other servers that we're not
other
going to name.
servers, I'm not going to make any notice of them. But big example is Cubecraft with all their ranks worth 10 quid or 8 quid, whatever it is, $10, whatever it is. That making that sort of money. I mean, if you really want to go full throttle and spend $250 trying to get VIP 30 just to fly around, then go right ahead. It's not worth it, by the way. Don't go spending constant amounts of money. But if you want fly, then go right ahead. People are going to be like, oh, wait, but you still got VIP 30. Well, me and Salty were close to VIP 30 anyway, so it was like, might as
I
well.
got all mine from giving stuff away. I didn't really buy anything for myself.
I think I got VIP 30 before you, didn't I? I think. Unless you did, I can't remember, but one of us got it before the other. But
No, I don't. I don't. I don't. I think no. I think you got it first.
yeah, I got it. Yeah, I did, and he said SMH zombie.
Yeah, I remember.
And then when you got it, I did the same. SMH salty or slaty, whatever it is.
I don't even know
Um,
anymore.
because that was ages ago. The VRP update was probably one of the best updates they did, but I can't remember the whole thing really. But yeah, they've done a lot of Bedrock fixes, so you can't say they're not doing any fixes and not working, you know, doing anything. But they are doing bug fixes. Um, but yeah, speaking of updates, we've now got the 10th year anniversary event with probably one of the best animations I've seen. It's a really good animation. You gotta be honest. Have you seen the animation? Salty.
Oh what?
Okay, I think. Oh, there we go. Alright, you know the 10th anniversary update, yeah?
Mhm.
Have you seen the animation?
Mm.
I genuinely like that animation. It's like it gives a full view of what CubeCraft is like when you're on like the battlefield, if you get my point.
They've put the trailer as Bedrock, basically. They've used all their Bedrock skins, which I find quite funny.
I mean, yeah, because I was like, oh yeah, those
They
are
used
Bedrock skins.
one staff member skin, which is obviously Rubik's, but I think that in the recent Q&A which they did on Friday, which I'm going to talk about a little bit in a minute, they said it's one of the things to advertise to get players to come on Java, but I don't think an animation is the best place to start. No offense, the animation's cool, but I don't think it should be like we made this animation to try and get players to join because it's not actual gameplay. Animations aren't gameplay. You can't entice someone
Yeah,
to
that
come
is
to a
true.
server by showing them an animation.
But it sort of gives a run through of what it would be like if you was to, join the server, minus the whole people cheating on it. But you know, but again, 10 years of Cubecraft. I mean, they were founded in what was it,
It's
2013?
actually like it's basically 11 years. That's how long they took with this event.
Yeah,
It
11
took
years.
them
I mean,
8 months to release it.
and it's
Funny.
cool how it all started with a Rubik Cube man who was at the
Luke
age of 14, who was just
wanting to
given
play
a server by
Minecraft.
his parents, and then there you go, Cubecraft. Because Cubecraft was never meant to be.
If I was his
I don't.
parent, I would ask for a percentage of Cubecraft. If I was his parent, I would be asking for a percentage and say, "Hey, I bought you this server back in the day. I want a percentage."
Oh my god.
What?
Oh,
Know your worth. That's what I was gonna say. But I started having a stroke mid sentence. But yeah,
yeah,
I don't know.
we got a cake hunt and the update. That bundle, there is some very very cool stuff in there.
The
Like,
bundle is just all basically reused assets.
I mean, have you seen the prefix Q crafter?
No offense,
I
but it's probably one of the worst prefixes I've ever seen. It's so
I think
stupid.
it's pretty quite cool.
It's
Now that you
so
could just have that around.
it's so long and just
Of course,
stupid.
Dreamcatcher's long.
Yeah, but Dreamcatcher actually looks nice.
It's purple.
It's nice.
Purple's not just purple. Okay,
Cubecrafter
well.
looks horrendous. No offense. But yeah, the only thing that new is the body and the trail. Everything else is just reused assets. The win effect is just lobby assets. The cage is the train and the balloon.
But
Uh,
people have not had access to that before. I mean, have you not seen that cage, that DJ cage? I think it's the
yeah, the
only
DJ
unique
cage is the only
cage.
unique cage, but it's not even a part of
It
the
plays
bundle.
music. Actually, it plays. Well, I wouldn't say copyrighted music, but
Technically, I can't wait for someone to one day copyright that the Notebox
no
songs.
copyright that. It's not a waste their time copyrighting something that's played by note blocks. Come on,
You'd be surprised in this world how
people.
corrupt
Yeah,
people
trust me,
can
there are
get.
people that go full throttle for it, but I'm not
Uh,
all that bad. That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
Only because I didn't pay for it. I got gifted it.
I bought it.
You bought. You bought it.
I don't even know
You
why I
actually
bought
bought the
it.
bundle.
I don't even know why, to be fair.
Yeah, I just decided to. Why not? I mean, I spent
It's
so
the
much
first
money.
bundle I've bought in like a year and a
Because unlike me, I've got a lot of bundles. There's still ones I want to buy, but those are the ones that you're not supposed to have access anymore. But yeah,
half.
who's gonna stop
There
me?
is now literally a Discord bot that gives you all the bundles, which is quite funny.
Uh, yeah, let's not promote that. Um,
No, yeah, we can't anymore.
well, no, we obviously can't. No, there's only one more bundle that I'm gonna try and see if I can get. I'm not gonna name what it is, but no, it's not Pioneer Rank. Don't even think about it.
Mm.
But
Oh yeah, the Q&A. I was going to talk about that. Quite a few things came from this Q&A, which a lot of it I still don't get why. So I'll start with seasonal events. They won't be doing seasonal games like Ender, Snowman Survival. But I said they might do, but they won't be making any new ones, which I think is probably one of the worst decisions they could do because I know seasonal events. If a game's out for a limited time, people are going to play it. Simple as that. That's why all these past gamers have always gained thousands of players because it's a limited time mode. They're never going to be able to play it again, possibly. And so they play as much as they can, especially if they like it. But if you remove them all and just say, "Oh, they're never going to come back," those people that would play for that game mode, they ain't gonna come back.
The thing is, making a game does take time.
And they're in the middle of making a game at the moment, according to Luke. EFC Luke, that is, not Rubik Cube Man, for the record. There's too many Lukes. I might call him Luke E and Luke R, even though I know they have actual surnames, but I'm just going to call him Luke E for EFC Luke, R for Rubik Cube Man. What else got said?
EFC Luke and Rubik Cube Man.
They're having a Backrooms event, which, no offense, nobody actually cares about the Backrooms anymore. Like,
to be honest, I find it's a bit strange that a Minecraft server that's mainly all about PvP and the old classic style games is putting in the Backrooms. Sorry, when was the Backrooms relevant?
They're adding a Egg Wars map to this event that I think is the worst map they have ever built in their life.
Okay, look, they're adding the Backrooms Egg Wars map. To be honest, that's a map I want to play.
It's all indoors. There's no void. You can't void anyone. Well, you can, but there's 10 block wide gaps between you and like the next team. You can't sideways rush because there's a wall in your way. Well, you can. You've just got to go around. It is a literal maze. New players aren't going to enjoy the map, and Luke's credit said, yeah, they might not like the map. That's why we put blocks on the floor to guide them. Who's going to be staring at the floor the entire time like, yes, I need to go this way?
The moment you're looking down, then you've lost your aim.
Yeah, because if you don't know where you're going.
That's a pretty bad thing, because like, imagine trying to find your way through and then a player gets first 2 hits on you. And if you're capable of trading, those first 2 hits on you, that's technically on you. You're done for.
Yeah.
When it comes to, let's be honest, that player could be a good player, but you could also be even better. But if they're capable of trading, and if they've gotten the first 2 hits on you, then you're going to die.
Yep.
Because it all depends on who really gets the first 2 hits, and they've got the first. I mean, if you're capable of somehow getting them in the combo, then that's good for you. But still, you imagine they've got a teammate there. You might have a teammate, but don't guarantee the teammate's going to be good.
They are having a bundle.
Oh, not another one.
Just to get the money.
What's the other bundle for now?
It's just full of random content. It got leaked as well months ago, but they took it off the store, so you can't view it anymore. But that got leaked as well.
A leaked bundle.
Yeah, it's just full of Backrooms related things.
Backrooms related things.
In a minute, they're going to release Among Slimes to Bedrock. 3 years late. That's going to be the new game. I swear to God, if Among Slimes isn't a new game in December, I'm actually going to laugh.
I'm not gonna lie, I want to play Among Slimes. I want to see what it's like.
They made it in a week. Let's just put it like that. They made it in a week. That's not even like a joke. That's literally so they made it in a week. And then people wanted it on Bedrock, but they never added it. And then when the idea floated around again, nobody cared about it anymore. So
Larry's gonna kill us.
I don't care.
Larry's gonna open a ticket in the Discord and give us
I don't care. What is it? They can say what they want. But yeah, what else got said in this Q&A? They're going to be focusing heavily on Java even more to try and get the player count up.
I mean, the player count still ain't good. They still should have, in my opinion, I don't care whether I'm going to get shouted at for this. They need to shut it down.
They just need to get rid of Java. They put it as a subscription, because Hive sell like a gazillion items on the marketplace. That's what Cube are doing. They're trying to match them. But they're trying to keep... I get why they're keeping Java open, because it's the original version. It's just the history of it. But at the same time, it literally doesn't make you... It didn't make you money for a year. So you're already at a loss for it. You first off have to make up that money back that you spent keeping it running for the entire period of October to August. I think the shop closed, basically. Well, like the Java store closed, where they gained no revenue, and they would have been funding it off Bedrock's revenue. So first off, they have to earn that money back. Then they have to earn money to keep the to keep the server manageable, and then they can start making a profit. That's just not going to happen. I'm sorry, Q, but unless you magically whip out Their issue is they took all the game modes out that people actually liked playing, and ruined the game, ruined other game modes like Egg Wars, as I've been speaking to my Java friends, and yeah, no one wants to
I
play
mean,
Cube Java anymore.
hasn't Java been saying that the update has been better rather than Bedrock's been saying that the update's not made it better?
Oh no, Java people hate the update as well. Don't worry, but they've just
Oh,
been hating it for longer. Because they
well,
had it like last September. It got put in beta straight away. Was it
well, of
September? Or
course,
was
because
it
it's
this year?
Java.
Was it this
Because
year it
Java,
happened? Or was it?
again, Java is all, it
It was
is
this
Java.
year.
It's all script code.
It was in April or May, I think it was. Got put into beta, and they said in a couple of weeks, Bedrock 1.19 beta would be added. 2.5 months later, Bedrock beta got added. I think what they should do is stop giving time frames and just say it will be ready when it's ready. Because they said this will take us approximately 4 months to do, and it's a year later. Literally a year ago today, Java lost all its game modes, and they've only just released it out of beta. So it took them about 11 months to finish
I mean, there
properly.
are still some game modes on Java, but they're the main
There's
ones,
like
aren't
there's
they?
like five or
Well, of
six.
course, because they're trying to cut the costs of keeping so much of the code up.
The thing is, they cut costs to people who would spend money on the game and want to come back. They took up the game modes that people liked. So
The thing is, though, they can't do a lot when it's. I mean, they're trying to get, what was it, 1,000 players on there, right?
they wanted 2,000 plays originally, but I think they've dropped that goal because nowadays they can't even hit 1,000. I'm gonna load up Mindtrack actually. Let me have a look for this. How many players is it on at
Look,
the
how
moment?
many players are on it now, as of now?
545, and they've had a 24-hour peak of 918. So they're not
So,
even hitting 1,000.
but they'll accept that. 918 is fine, to be honest.
It's not to keep a server running of Cube standard. It's nowhere near enough.
I mean, it's literally 100 more players. It's 100 more players.
They wanted 2,000 players to be adding games back, which is just not going to happen. I'm
Well,
sorry,
no,
you're not going to
I mean,
magically appear, have 2,000 people appear.
mm,
I know Luke was saying they're going to try a few marketing things, but they're just wasting more money on Java. I mean, yeah, I get it, but at the same time, they're just beating a dead horse with that baseball bat way too many times. Trying to keep it
so,
alive.
so you sort of understand that, there's not a lot they can do when it comes to trying to revive the server, but there's a lot they can do to basically stop wasting the money. As in, not trying to, as in like, trying to make more revenue than they could be possibly making now with the state Java's in.
Mm.
There's a lot they can do with up in revenue, but there's not a lot they can do to sort of try and repair the bases of Java, because Java's just not as good as it used to be now, to be honest. I mean, I know survival and all that's there, and I know there's a lot of history with Java, but think about it. Java was first released back in 2009 or something like that. It's
Mhm.
not the same anymore. It's literally, I mean, I know there's, oh, I'm not, sorry, that's irrelevant. I'm not going to say that game. That's
What?
completely irrelevant to this. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
But what I'm saying is, with Bedrock, Bedrock is more community based, and
Mm.
plus, Bedrock's easier to get. Java, you need a proper PC or laptop to at least run the game. With Bedrock, it's just getting it on the console. You can get it on the phone. So no one, you can
Bedrock,
get it.
they have a feature on Bedrock, but they're just not doing it properly. Like
I
the
mean,
thing is, it's because the reason why people keep coming back is because there's literally no better alternatives available publicly.
mm,
It's either go here, go to somewhere like the Hive where they don't update, go to somewhere like Lifeboat where they don't update, go to Mineville where they just make you pay for everything.
it still shocks me that Lifeboat's got those players yet. If you look at the server, it is so buggy.
Mm.
That server is in such a bad state, and yet they're
I have a
still
feeling they
playing on
bought
it.
their players, but
They do. They probably most likely
Because
do.
when you play a game on Lifeboat, you basically don't see anyone. Like, where are these 10,000 players? Let me look
What
actually.
10,000 players? There was 10,000 players on it, but isn't it? This is why I think like
There's
if Mineplex
6,000
wasn't so
people on
dodgy, then
Lifeboat
it would have actually been
apparently.
new. This is what I'm trying to say. Like this is why I think Mineplex could have been, they could have probably stayed up and running just as a Bedrock server. They could have gone with Hive's decision, as in taking down the Hive server off of Java, because that was a decision that they made. Because I can't exactly remember the full reason why
They didn't have the money.
Hive.
They didn't have the money to keep it going, which was smart.
Yeah,
Then they didn't pump more money into it to keep a dead horse going. Big Key, but just pumping more money into it, hoping that something comes from it. But
like
sooner
imagine
rather
this.
than later, they're gonna
Imagine this,
realize
right?
how they're not gonna.
What's going to happen if, for some miracle, Hypixel decide to release their server on Bedrock?
Again.
Or get somehow again. Because they did try it,
They tried it, but
but
they failed. But they missed it. They didn't even. They did it in the early days of Bedrock when it was horrendous to be a server. But now there's actually like Microsoft will actually work with them. If they actually manage to release a Bedrock server, I have a feeling they could take top spot easily.
I mean, it's Hypixel.
They
They've
have
got.
the
I mean,
money.
Hypixel literally have like a bunch of administrators. They've got a large staff team on there.
They have. They have the money to run a Bedrock server with
They've
ease.
got it, well, especially with 56,000 players running on it every day. Not to mention MVP plus ranks that are constantly on the lobbies.
They could. They easily can. They can afford running a Bedrock server.
They could probably do it, but
They could probably run
Hypixel.
keeps for them.
Hy- Hypixel's like, nah, we already got everything over here in Java sorted. I mean, to be honest, it's a smart decision from Hypixel. They're like, why should we bother going to Bedrock? We've got everything on Java. We're all sorted here. Why should we waste money trying to get onto Bedrock? Even though on
If
Hypixel,
they came to Bedrock and the game modes worked and they actively updated it, they would take top spot.
they were probably. Yeah.
But who knows? Not me, I guess. This has been quite a long episode. We're 32 minutes in.
I mean, we've basically just talking about other servers, so we've already gone.
Yeah, we've gone a bit rogue here, but
Yeah, well.
there's also been a lot to talk about. Is there much else to talk about, really? I mean, new staff, but yeah, they come and go all the time.
I mean, we haven't had an update with new stuff, but
Java ranks, they changed. I talked about that already. Is there anything else?
let me just have a look and see what the history of staff is now currently.
I know they got rid of a ton of skin artists recently, which I do find hilarious. They got rid of like 10. I think it was even more than 10. I think it was like 15 skin artists they got rid of, which is why I'm not seeing as many skin packs promoted anymore. They finally realised I don't need that many skins.
Yeah, I found it.
They were making their money off skin packs. Now they've realised they can probably make more money off texture
crap!
packs.
Yeah, I've just seen it. Yeah, August
they've
22nd, they've removed a lot of skin
they've
artists.
realised they can probably make more money off texture packs as people will actually buy them, unlike skin packs. Because the only people that will buy skin packs are probably Xbox players, but even then, they'll just buy one skin pack and then just use that.
Okay, I know we weren't going to talk about any mods leaving, but have you heard that Plushie's gone?
A lot of staff are leaving.
Well, I know there's new helpers coming and going, but those helpers were on August 22nd. We're in September now.
Staff are just growing up.
Was I originally saying that 2022 was the worst year for staff? I think I was.
Yeah, I think it also was, but I think this year.
I mean, 2022 was not good for staff. It was not. I think 2023 is actually slightly getting worse at this point.
22 was the worst year for staff because they let so many staff go. And Keith, I know you're going to say you didn't let them go. Not renewing someone's contract is basically letting them go. Which is what happened with a lot of staff members.
And yeah, quite a few did go.
Collapsing the QA team to 3 people and then turning it from public applications to in-team only, so no one else can apply now unless you're already on staff team. No translation team, that's been on backlog for 2 years now, nearly. What other teams are there? Designer, they haven't had designer applications open in a while. So the only way into staff now is through helper, but even then, helper's not guaranteed, unlike these other jobs. But who knows? Hopefully there's a future for Cube staff.
I mean, at this rate, there won't be. Well, and I know there's Nathan Hoshi, but nothing. There hasn't really been an update on that so far.
Helper waves are just getting smaller and smaller.
It's a bit weird how they've lost that many skin artists that quickly. I think they've been let go.
Yeah, they let them all go. They don't need them anymore. They got their money coming in from texture packs now, and they're getting a lot more from
Oh
that
God,
rather than skin packs.
don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm gonna be brutally honest with this. Cubecraft's texture packs, they're not that bad.
Yeah, they're decent. Not
They're,
because
they're,
they're making them, because they're having other people make it for them. But
but
yeah,
the way Cubecraft's marketing it, it's quite good.
Cubecraft are more they're slowly turning away from being a Minecraft server and just being a marketplace,
Marketplace.
like company. I'm trying to think of the word. It's not promotion company. It's like someone watching will know what I'm trying to say, but it's
Advertising
like
company.
basically yeah, it's like advertising
Yeah, an
promotion.
advertising company.
They're basically being the middleman between the pack maker and Microsoft. That's what Cube are. They're the middleman.
So again, they're giving some revenue to the creator, but how does
Craig
it make
gets
sense?
Craig gets 70%, Cube get 30.
But already Microsoft's taken 20 to 25% of the
Microsoft
revenue.
take 20%, I think it is.
Yeah, they
So
take
let's say
20%
you
of their
make
own.
$100 off your pack. Your pack makes $100. Microsoft take 20, so it takes down to $80, and then from that $80, Cube take 30%, so 80 leaving you with basically half the revenue. You basically get 56% of the revenue.
You
You
know,
get
in that sense,
$56.
it's not that bad.
It's better. I get it. It's better than nothing, but at the same time,
You
30%.
could be making more if you just released a pack initially. Because look, if you release anything on the marketplace, people are going to spend money on it.
Oh yeah,
You won't
definitely.
believe the amount
Especially
of
if it's
people
backed by a
who
big
spend money
name
on
like Cube. If it's got the Cube
it.
branding on it. With putting on the marketplace, you're paying for the branding, Cube branding. Any promotional material, they've done it for some packs. Basically, you're just paying for promotion of your pack with Cube regularly, even if they decide to take your pack. I don't even know how long these contracts last because they're not publicly talking about how long they last. I reckon it's probably like 12 to 24 months, even though it should be longer because I don't think they're going to take the packs off the marketplace. But with sort of like promoting it, they'll do it once and that's it, and then passively promote it by having it on their store page. But who knows what they're going to do with it. Anyways, anything else we need to talk about?
Not just right now.
I think this is going to be one of our longest episodes. We're at 38 minutes at the moment. I think our longest was an hour. I think this will be like third longest episode we've ever done. But do you want to talk about it, or should I talk about it?
Talk about what?
Since this is basically the end of the episode, we've got nothing else to talk about. Do you want to talk about it, or or should I talk about it?
So we could be doing Qcraft probably their biggest favour, but me and Salty are no longer going to be Cubecast's hosts anymore.
Basically,
We've made this decision.
the long story short, I'm quitting Cube permanently. I'm focusing on other things in life.
Yeah.
Zombie doesn't want to carry on Cubecast. I completely understand why I wouldn't want to do this anymore either.
I mean, we've talked about it in a much more length detail, but we probably can't say it here.
Some of
'Cause
the things we spoke about, we can't talk about
we
in
cannot
public.
say
We
it.
can't talk about here, but yeah. Basically, this has cost me a lot of money. I'm not going to reveal how much money it has cost me to run, but it's not been cheap.
He's shown me, and woo!
And what did I get? What did I get back out of it, zombie? Let me think.
You get community.
I
You get
got
dragon rights. That's
I got
it.
hated by the admin team. I got blacklisted from partner, blacklisted from helper.
Well,
Um, Multiple instances where staff think I lie about everything.
mm,
And plus other things. So I think it went well. I think.
yeah. Well, they'll no longer have to rant at us now because we're retiring.
They'll no longer have. But at the same time, if anyone wants to carry on Cubecast, my DMs just hit me up and
And
I'll discuss it with
you
you.
guys discuss what you want, but here's the thing. I think the way it's going to work is you'll send us the whole video link file. You're not going to actually upload the thing yourselves, or like we
Yeah,
will,
because
or like,
I've got the Cubecast email linked to a couple of personal things that I ain't gonna get rid of. So
oh
I
yeah.
think I've got a link to my Amazon account at the moment. So
I mean, I know I've got access to it, but I don't log into it. But, yeah,
yeah.
we will be announcing our departure on the forums shortly after this episode.
Or when
I
this
mean,
episode goes out, I don't know when I'll probably post this on weekends. So
you probably will just
because
post this into
I've got
the
other things I've
blog.
got to finish off first before I can announce my leave.
But yeah,
Because yeah, if
when
you as I said, I'm leaving Cube. I've just had enough.
he's leaving Cube, I've got my own things to do. I don't see a reason to remain as host. I still will be on the Discord server, but I think I'm only going to be a shared admin in it now.
I don't think I'm gonna stay either. I might just give the ownership to the Cubecast account and then just leave.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
yeah, I don't know. I'll see. I'm
can I
making my
just
decision this week.
let me just see if I can take myself off of host real quick. I don't think I can.
No, it's your top role. I don't think you can, but just leave it for now.
Oh, I can. Yeah.
I mean, you can,
Hosts.
but just leave it for now. We haven't announced it yet. I haven't posted this episode yet, so
Okay.
yeah.
Let me just put that
This
back on there
really
for
is
now.
going to be our longest episode ever.
But yeah, we've made the decision to basically quit it because we've lost all value to try and even bother with this now.
And you can tell, like, I stopped really caring about this, like, a couple of months ago, when we went from... I love how we were doing episodes... Bro, last summer we did an episode a week, bro.
Yeah,
One a
every week and
week!
every one, yeah, one a week to
And now we're
basically simmer
doing
down.
them every 3 months.
Yeah, I don't know what the fate of the newspaper's going to be. I think that's still going to be a thing.
I
It's
don't
still
even
going
know
to
what's
run.
going on with the newspaper anymore either. That's not in my control.
I mean, at
So,
this rate, I'm going to get involved and just say, forget it, because you two are useless.
no, they're not useless.
We were supposed to have another article done. It was reminded, and it has not. Nothing's been
I
done.
reminded them 31st of May to make the article. It is now September.
5th of September.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can see the date we're recording this because thanks to Keep's new scoreboard update. But yeah, I don't know what else I need to say. But it's been fun doing Cubecast, having more.
No,
No, I'm joking. It really has not been fun doing this.
not anymore.
I mean, originally at first, yes, but over time, I just stopped enjoying it. Sitting here, I mean, it's not the whole sitting here bit. It's just I got
But
hate. I literally the one problem I have with Cube is you cannot give a true opinion to them because they will say it's negative. You can give quote
is,
unquote constructive feedback.
is this my cue to womp out?
Probably you probably don't want to be here for this. So
Yeah,
something you might
yeah,
want to yeah. So
yeah. Leave. Yeah.
yeah, no, I'll wait for him to leave and then I can. He's kind of okay. Basically, the reasons I'm leaving Cube is not the same as it was when I first joined. When I first joined, Cube was very active with the community. It was always hosting events. They had massive interactions with the community, but now it seems like they don't care anymore. They care more about casual players that won't spend money on their server rather than players that will actually spend money on their server. Recently, if you're not aware, I've had my issues with staff and staff had their issues with me, but it's there's been some levels of corruption in the staff team that I want to say. I'm probably going to end up being asked to cut this from the episode. I'll probably end up cutting it, so if it seems randomly here, but yeah, basically getting denied for something without a genuine reason. of doing anything, not doing anything wrong, is a bit not no. Like I'll accept saying, "Oh, you've done this wrong," but just saying we don't like you. I mean, I guess that's a valid reason, but at the same time, telling someone to work on something for 8 months to a year and then just turn around and saying, "Oh yeah, we don't actually want you anymore. We don't want you to. You haven't done anything wrong. You've basically done what we told you to do, but we don't care that you've actually improved yourself. You've spoke negatively about us in the past, so we're just never going to bring you back." That's the one issue I have with Cube is they hold past against people, especially when it's like over a year old. They don't think people can change, which I guess me doing this is sort of proof to them. They'll say, "Oh, this is why we denied him," but this has only come out because of it, and it's not only just me; it's other people that I can't name for specific reasons. Also, because they would not want me naming them publicly in on Cubecast, and it's just the staff team itself is just it has its highs and its lows. The staff team is getting more inactive, like moderation. That you can't talk about an update. Yes, I get it. Saying something like L update is not useful, but giving your opinion publicly on an update and then getting punished for it, that's not the way to go, I'm afraid. If you want a server that runs well, you need to listen to your community. Yes, it's better. You can't be like, "Oh, we're getting all these players." Are they a community though? No. Could they care about what you're doing? Not really. Are they going to bring you in money? Probably not. Compared to, I gave this analogy of, let's say you have 100 people that won't buy a rank that play your Minecraft server. Would you rather have them, or let's say 50 people that spend money on your server regularly, but they provide you with critical feedback, dislike what you're doing, and your response is to just punish them for this and basically make them feel like they don't agree with you, their opinion doesn't matter. Which, and there's also been other updates. Some people might even not be aware. They updated cubecraft.net/rules, and it's been made simplified, which, looking from a regular player who's always known what these rules are, I still sort of understand it. But looking, if I showed this to a new person, and so they said, "Oh, but so I can't underbase in this game. Let's take the underbasing rule for example. So I can't underbase in all these games." I was like, "No, actually, you can underbase in Skywars because you can get a pickaxe and break it. In Lucky Islands, you can do the same. But in the rules, it says you can't do that." It's too vague nowadays, and I believe it's now up to moderators to like decide what to punish, and I do not think that is a good idea because you will have bias in the staff team more than there already is, not gonna lie. But I cannot wait to post this and get a network ban, by the way. Anything else I need to ramble on about? Not that I can think of. I've said what I need to. Zombies off to get food, so I'm probably gonna do the same. I'll finish the. I realised he didn't even outro when he left. So I'll outro this as here. Like what I said, Cubecast has been fun to make, but Cube staff, I know you have never liked this because I gave you my opinion on certain features, and you don't like it when I give you my proper feedback. You've even added a rule a few years ago in help us to feel free to give constructive criticism after I complained about it. I know you're gonna say, "Oh, it's salty, you're complaining again, blah blah blah." Shut up. No, that's not how it's gonna work around here. I'm not gonna be silenced again. Well, they probably will end up trying to silence me. If they do, I'll post something in my personal Discord server about it. But yeah, I'm gonna sign off this last episode of Cubecast. I don't even know how many episodes we made it. Let me have a look. I believe this. I actually think this is episode 29, which is such an unlucky number. Like we were 1 off 30. But Cube is just not fun anymore. I've been doing this for what, 5+ years now. Yeah, this was episode 29, so we didn't even make it 30 episodes. Kind of funny, but my phone went off. I wonder what it was. So I'm going to vouch for this here. I've been your host, Salty. Zombie has also been my host. It's been wonderful working with him, honestly. 10 out of 10 would recommend. If, like I said, if anyone wants to continue this, hit me up on the forums, not on Discord, because I'm slowly like leaving everything Cube related, so you're not going to find me anywhere. And I'm going to be turning my DMs off publicly, most likely, because I just want to focus on my personal life and other like, relationships, because I've just spent too much of my life on Cube, ruined myself some life opportunities. But at the same time, I wouldn't be where I am today without Cube, so I may come back one day, randomly one day, and just check it out. Maybe if you're wondering about my YouTube, I'm not good quitting YouTube. Just I talk about this in an actual video, so I don't talk much about it. But my YouTube's still gonna go. But I've got this to 50 minutes. I can now end this episode. Yeah, I've been your host, Salty. It's been great having this. Oh, he's still. What do you mean? So have I. You're not Salty. You're a zombie. Oh, I've been your host, Salty. So have I. That means you've been me as well. This will reveal the entire time that zombies are actually me, everyone, and that. Well, I don't know. But yeah,
we're done.
We're basically done. Everything's gonna stay where it is. Spotify, I won't get it taken down. I was thinking about possibly having it removed, but nah. I don't think I can anyway, but yeah. I'll Hannah told me, do you want to say anything else?
No, just end it. Just get it over with.
Alright. We've been your hosts, and I was about to say we'll see you next time, but we won't see you next time.
We're out of it. We're done.
Peace.